on like this. I'm getting far too comfortable. I just come on here, blizzy. I'm having a makeup free day. I'm saying that as if I wear makeup every day. I do not, because I'm a lazy bitch. I'm not wearing makeup today because my skin, I was thinking it was just a B12 jag because that's a normal side effect, but I'm now starting to think it's the change in weather, it's me not going for sunbeds anymore. I just don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I'm not liking it, so kindly piss off. I've got this new CeraVe stuff coming. It's like psychological, psychedelic, no, none of those words. Something that people have been recommending to help with the texture of my skin, so hope that hurries up. Anyway, we're not talking about my skin. Oh guys, I just went and got some new tattoos you want to see. If you could see this tripod I'm using, my one broke, as you might have seen in the last video, and I'm using this huge not Jobby, that's the word, that's the brand name, I know, terrible marketing, who said that was okay? This huge tripod is so funny to look at, but look at my new tattoos. I have well and truly copied Molly, so all credit goes to Miss Molly. But some ear tattoos, I didn't know this was a thing until Molly got them, and I am obsessed. So this one's a wee blue flower, and then I've got this wee pink heart. But what did I do with my sideburns? Look, did I shave them off? And then this one's my favourite, it's a wee purple one. They're so detailed, I don't know if the lighting's doing it justice, but they're very detailed and they're so gorgeous. Fleur-de-lis, as always. Plug. Look, I'm wearing my Garrett's bathroom top. I'm on to me and chances to get a bathroom and it's gone. Oh my god, it was so good seeing them in person. It was so surreal. They're so funny, they're so gorgeous. Harry even agrees. I love them. They were trying, right, that was funny the first time. They were trying to say Silverburn, but they're saying Salvabon. Salvabon? Anyway, right, enough of the chit chat. We're here today to do Harry Welsh. I'm filming assumptions about me. I think I'd done this, but it was ages ago, like Def was well. But it was well over a year ago, so let's do an updated one. And I've got myself a sprig, treated myself. Gorgeous, oh my word, you look fantastic. Is she being serious? We're gonna have a wee mukbang and assumptions about me. Look at my wee glass. The force is strong with this little one. Right, let's get the assumptions up. No way, you finally want to work with me. Booyah! Woohoo! Your iCloud storage is full. What does that even mean? I have a phone, not a cloud. How's the camera quality these days, by the way, guys? I know it was absolute pish for a while. You are crazy on a night out. Hell yeah! I've noticed like my whole friend group is crazy. Like we all get really drunk. Like some friends just go out and have a couple of drinks. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. I cannot maintain like a tipsy state of mind. Like I'm either sober or I'm on planet Pluto, baby. There is no in between. I'm crazy. You are younger than your years. Does this mean I act younger than what I should? Because I think so too. I am 23, but in my mind I'm 19. Like I don't feel like an adult yet, and I'm 2 years off 25, which is halfway to 50. Hey, go away! I just still feel really young. Like when I seen Sophia and Chinsia, obviously Sophia's the same age as me, and I was like, she has her shit together, own house, like so successful as fuck. But I mean, not to put myself down, I'm doing fantastic, like go me. No, I don't feel 23, I do feel like I'm still like 19, but that's fine. Like honestly, there's no age of what you should do things. Like if I was still 15 living in my mum and dad's house, and maybe like, yeah, like get a move on, but I'm going at my own pace and I enjoy it. You're only as young as you feel. As old as you feel. You sometimes promote stuff you don't like or use. Honestly, I'd have to disagree with this. I've done it in the past, 100%. We all do it, we all start somewhere. But like the other day, for example, I got this offer and it was such good money. But I just looked at it and I said, there's no physical way. Like if I posted that, you would be like, you're fake. No, I wouldn't say I do. Everything that I promote, I do like don't get me wrong, some of the stuff I've only tried because I'm being paid to try it. But if I don't support it, like I'll always get sent something and you try it out first, use it for a while and then you promote it. If I think it's a load of shit, I wouldn't do it because I am real and I am honest with you. You secretly get very stressed out. Yeah, honestly, it's no secret. Anyone who knows me knows I am a walking, talking ball of stress. I'm like I don't post it on Instagram because, like, why would I? But no, honestly guys, I'm a very stressed person. I'm also an anxious person. Like, I don't suffer from anxiety, like 100% not. I've suffered from it and had like the awful like symptoms, if that's what you call it. Like, I'd say 2 periods in my life when I worked in BT, and then another period of time which shall not be named. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm afraid you'll never know. And I suffered really badly during those periods. But day to day, like, I don't suffer from anxiety, but I am an anxious and stressed person. Like, the smallest wee thing will keep me up at night. I get really stressed really easy. So yeah, it's absolutely no secret, and I'm a big stressed ball. You took multiple times to pass your driving test. Well, partly true, partly false. Oh! Woo! I got stuck there. I took so long to pass the theory. I think like 5 or 6 times. I remember my dad actually, like, because it's really hard to book them in Glasgow for some reason. Like, I don't know if everyone just wants to sit their test or there's just a shortage. It's dead hard to get an appointment in Glasgow, so my dad drove me to Greenock once and he was like, "You better pass this thing, come on, come on." I came out and I was like, fuck, I've not passed again. Oh, sorry. He's like that. Oh, get away, you're joking me, you've passed. And I was like, no. And I was like, I failed again. He was like, what? You need to pack this in. You're never going to pass. He was just lashing out. My dad's actually very supportive. I passed my practical first time. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if the instructor person was drunk. Like, I should not have passed. I was a terrible driver. I'm great now. I'm really, really good at driving. Like, I'd put that on my CV. Like, bish bash bosh, this bitch can drive. Even Cal says that to me. He's like, it's surprising how good you are at driving. That's a bit of a backhanded compliment, but I'm really good now. But when I first passed, come on, snapped hair, gorgeous. When I first passed, I was so shit. So I don't know why I passed, but for some reason I did. Maybe she felt bad for me because I was crying because I was that nervous and I was shaking. You feel under pressure to be happy, to be the happy fun girl all the time? Yes or no. Like, I don't feel pressure. I don't wake up and think the world needs Megano to be fun and happy. No, I don't think like that at all. But like, if I wasn't feeling like my usual self, which is more silly and hyper, then I wouldn't film a video because, one, I can't be arsed and it would be like fake. And also, like, I just know that wouldn't be good viewing. But I don't think it's because I have this, like, this persona that I need to act out every day. Like, it comes natural to be the way I am. I also don't think I'm like that hyper. Like, sometimes I do weird TikToks, but that's kind of it. Or if I'm doing a clothing haul, but that's because I can't pose. Some people are so good at being like, but no, I can't do it. So I'd just rather dance a bit like a fool. But I wouldn't like go on camera if I wasn't feeling myself. But I think that's true for anyone. I think if you weren't feeling yourself, no one would do it. But it's just when I feel myself, I'm maybe a bit more fun, if that's what you want to call me. Thank you. You are a pretty good friend. No, I am a brilliant friend. Like, honestly, don't like to give myself many compliments, but that's one of the ones I will give myself. I am a fantastic friend. There was a year of my life when I was like seeing this boy where I let those skills slide, and I will never forgive myself for that. I had tunnel vision. Weird. Other than that, I'm a fantastic friend. My friends are my life. Like, you're always going to have your friends. Like, boyfriends, they can come and out your life. Your friends are there for life if you treat them well. So yeah, I'm a good friend and they are fantastic to me. We're just one big group of cuddles. Scottish word's fantastic. You argue with your mum a lot and are closer to your dad. Half true, half false. Me and my mum argue a lot more than me and my dad. I probably argue with my dad like once a year, maybe once every 2 years. Me and my mum argue a lot, but I think it's just because we are, and we will both hate to admit it, similar in a lot of ways, and we clash. So we do argue a lot. She's a bit crazy at times, so are all mums. So we do argue a lot, but I am equally as close to mum and dad. My mum and dad, like, I could not live without either one of them. They are the foundations of my life. They are literally the best, the most kindest, the most caring people ever. I am like honoured to say Stephen and Kate Welsh are my mum and dad, and my dad, my mum and dad, because they are fantastic. Like, they are, I could cry. They are really good humans. Love you guys. Don't hate my tattoos. Look, I'm so nice to you. Don't hate my tattoos. You don't know how to react to people coming up to you. Now, guys, I'm going to sound like a wanker, but honestly, people, it's quite mad. I do get stalked quite a lot. I know I'm going to sound really weird saying that, but it is an absolute matter of fact. Pardon me. Pardon me again. So the answer is yeah, I don't know how to, because is there any rules, and if there is, can someone send me them please? But I wouldn't say I'm bad at it. Like, I am by nature a friendly, bubbly person, I would say. God, took my own horn. But I do know how to hold a conversation, so I would say I do a good job at it, and people for the most part are really nice, so it's fine. It's just like bumping into someone you know. The answer is I don't know how to, but I wouldn't say I'm bad at it. I think I'd never walk away thinking, oh, I was so rude. Like, I think I'm pleasant enough. I hope. Am I? You are real and don't feel the need to change your personality around others. I would say yes, but that's like a recent thing. Like, honestly, and I'm not afraid to admit this because I feel like most of us are probably the same. Like, growing up and like even like kind of recent years, like I always just wanted to fit in. Like, I had such a thing where I wanted to be liked and I wanted to fit in and I wanted people to think I was cool or whatever. So I would change my personality around certain people, and that is sad to admit because don't do that. Like, you are you and own that. But I certainly did do it in the past. I'm so guilty of that. Honestly, I do hate things like this because I don't really know what it even means. But I would say this year, God, I can't believe I'm going to say this, I've found myself. I don't even really know what that means, but I just feel really like set in my ways and feel like I know who I am, what I want to do, what I'm about. Oh God, cringy. You need help from Molly picking and styling outfits. I wouldn't say I need help. Like, I think I'm pretty capable of getting up in the morning and dressing myself and looking alright. I mean, I appreciate her help. Like, if we're in Urban Outfitters and I'm like, does this go, and she says yeah, or she'll go, oh, you should get those gloves, I appreciate that. And Molly actually, like, a lot of people can dress well and I'd like to fit myself in that category, but Molly's like talent is clothes. I don't have a talent, which is sad, but her talent, she's also can sing and she can cook. Oh, piss off. She has a way with clothes, so I definitely appreciate her help, and she would always make me look better than what I can make myself look, but I don't need her to pick my clothes. I do alright, I think. You're growing out of your party girl stage. You still love it, but just not as much. No, I'm gonna have to disagree there. Absolutely not. I'm not going to grow out of this stage until I have a baby in my tummy. I love this life. Like, I want to be out every single weekend, especially because we had COVID. Like, it literally robbed a full year, so I feel like we're making up for lost time. I have so many amazing friends, like so many fun plans coming up. Like, I just party on, baby. You were crazy as a child. No, I actually wasn't. I think I was like quite like loved singing and dancing that when I was like a toddler type thing, but all through primary school, very shy, very quiet. The absolute opposite of what I am now. I was actually such a wee soul. I hate saying this because like it looks like I'm looking for pure sympathy. I'm not. I'm absolutely fine, but I was really badly bullied all through primary school, and it was only by 2 people. Like, I wasn't bullied by like the whole class. Like, everyone else was like really pleasant to me, but I was really badly bullied, and I think that affected me a lot. I was very shy and timid. What a wee soul I was, me Megan. Oh. I think that the bullying did affect me a lot in primary school, and so no, I wasn't crazy. I was absolutely not what you expect. If my primary teachers knew that I had a YouTube channel now, they'd probably think, does she talk on it? Right, this next one, so many people said this, like honestly, multiple people. You have ADHD. No, I don't. And I'm actually a really bad, big hypochondriac. Like, you could tell me, you could list any disease, condition, and I would be able to convince myself in approximately 5 seconds that I do have that and I'm going to die. But ADHD, no, I simply know I don't have that. I actually googled it just to read up on it, and I was like, let's see. No, I definitely don't. I don't really know why people think I have that. No, I don't have ADHD. And I'm not even one bit like skeptical about it. You have worked hard for everything you have. Yes, sister. Again, don't really like to give myself compliments, but I feel like I'm giving myself a lot of compliments in this video. But the one thing, like one of the biggest things I could say about myself is I am a hard working boss ass bitch. Like, honestly, I am really, really determined. Like, I think I give off sometimes the vibe that I'm like daft or like silly, and I feel like sometimes like teachers in school would have thought that. Not any more than the next person, but I didn't like really try that hard in school, to be honest. So I think people think like I just kind of float about, but I actually, when I enjoy something and when I'm like passionate about something, I bust my ass. I've never like gotten lucky. Like one of my videos has never like blew up, or TikTok's never blew up, or like Instagram's never blew up. Like everything I've got like right now, which isn't even in the grand scheme of things that much, like it's been a very steady, slow push. Like, I was making videos when no one was watching them. Literally no one. I felt like such an idiot for doing it, but boy am I glad I stuck at it, because now this is my full-time job and like I'm pretty comfortable. So yeah, I have worked really, really hard in times where it felt like there was no point, and in times where the easier thing to do would have been just to give up. I really pushed myself, and I'm honestly really proud of myself for that. God, gotta get emotional. I'm so embarrassing. Go you, girl. You act different around Molly than you do around your other friends. In what way? The only difference I would say is I don't often drink in Molly's company because she doesn't drink. Like I drink if it was a drink setting, but I'm normally just with Molly like through the week. Like we're chilling out, we're working together, we're out for dinner. Whereas when I see like my other group of friends, it's normally for nights out. So I'm always steaming, and when I'm steaming I'm extremely silly. That's the only difference. I'm still the exact same person to both groups of friends. So no, I wouldn't say I act any different, there's just not as much alcohol involved. You struggle to be quiet. Honestly no, I actually like have periods of the day where I just want to sit mute. Like I do love to talk, but do you know what it is? Like I love to talk when I'm on my own, like to my phone. Like I love to go yabba yabba yabba. But like in like a group setting, sometimes I just like to chill. Like I do love to get involved and talk, but like sometimes I'll just go and just sit and listen. So I don't struggle to be quiet. Do you know what used to annoy me? God bless. But when I worked in a call centre, obviously my job was to talk all day long. And then I'd go home and then my mum would ask me all these questions about my day. Same as when you'd get home from school, and I was like, I just want to be quiet, Kate. A lot of people took the piss out of you when you started YouTube. I wouldn't say a lot, but there was some people, and I won't be naming any names, and I think people just seen it. It's like, especially in Glasgow, there's such like a culture of like, when you do anything slightly different, everyone's like, oh! That's like the only downside about Glasgow, because I love it here. Yeah, I feel like there was some people who were like, oh, what is she doing on my YouTube channel? But I'm like, who's laughing now, bitch? Me. Aw, this one is so cute. You're an attention seeker who thrives on gratification and reaction. Do you know what? You're actually pretty right. Like I put out videos and I put up Instagram pictures and TikToks, whatever, for people to watch them and react to them, and I would definitely prefer they'd give me thumbs up or likes or comments. So you're not all wrong there. I wouldn't say day to day I am a huge attention seeker, but yeah, you're right, this work that I do is attention seeking. Hell yeah, I'm an attention seeker and I thrive on gratification and reaction. You were sad you weren't a bridesmaid from the start. Honestly, no. When Molly got engaged and when she revealed her bridesmaids, like it made perfect sense to me. It was her 3 longest friends in our family and Sean's family. Like that was just it to me, and I was like, fair enough, absolutely fair enough. Like it would always be different for me because I don't have like close girl family. I cannot tell you enough how much I was not sad. Like it doesn't change for me our friendship. I don't feel any closer to Molly now that I am a bridesmaid. I don't feel like she likes me any more than what I already thought she did. Like it just changes my role on the day, and I actually love the way it happened because it was so like such a huge shock, so unexpected, and we have that wee video to watch back on. Like I could not fault the process whatsoever, and if I still wasn't one right now, I'd be absolutely fine with that. So no, 100% not. Do you eat really healthy 24/7? No, I know right now I'm eating a salad, but that's because it's a really nice salad. I would not dare eat a salad anywhere else. I used to be like a real gym calorie counting obsessed person, but I don't like that version of me. I think she was really harsh on herself. I just eat what I want, to be honest. I do prefer overall healthier foods. Like I don't really like the thought of like greasy big like hamburgers and stuff. I'm not really into that, but I don't like eat really healthy now. I love chocolate. You are a lot more calm with your friends than you are when filming. It depends what mood I'm in. Like sometimes I'm in a hyper mood and I'm like that with my friends. What I would say though, when I'm on my own, like when I'm filming and on camera or whatever, like I generally am Oh, parcels galore today. When I'm on my own, I genuinely am like more crazy. I don't know, is that the word? Like when I'm in my car myself, I'm like, hey, you. Don't think I really like that. I'm crazy, I'm dancing, I'm singing at the top of my lungs. When I'm in the house myself, obviously Harry's here, but he never comments. Like I do feel like more, because like I'm not, do you see the thing is, like when you're with people, like you don't want to annoy them, you don't want to be like a bit too much. I know it's still my friends, but still, like who wants to hear me doing karaoke? Like nobody. It just depends. I still also do act like this, and it depends who I'm with, like what their energy levels are, you know. You deal with hate well and you brush it off. Sis, I don't know what's giving you this idea, but no, I don't know if I look like I deal with hate well, but I don't. It depends what the hate is. If someone says I'm like annoying or cringy, like that's fine. That's no water off my back. Is that the same? But if someone says I'm a bad person or I've done like an injustice, like oh my word, that like eats me up. And I don't get that often, but there's a period of time where I did have that, and I really did not cope well with that at all. Very scary, sad times. So no, I do not deal with hate well. I'm such a sensitive soul. Like the smallest thing makes me cry, whether that's seeing something sad or someone shouting at me or something negative. Like I'm very emotional, and no, I do not deal with hate. Please don't hate me. Do you want to move to Manchester? Nope. Could not be further from the truth. I love going to Manchester. I love visiting Molly. I literally go whenever I want, and I get to stay there for free, and it's fun. It's good for pictures and stuff, and like there's more opportunities maybe work wise, but I never go there and think I want to live here. I love Glasgow. I love Glasgow so much, apart from the pishy weather, but I love it here. This is where my friends are. This is where my family is. Like I need to have my friends 10 minutes away from me, and I know that's maybe not how life will pan out, and if any of my friends like Nadine tried to move to Hong Kong ever again, there is going to be big issues. I love my life here. I love the way I've been brought up, and I would love to have my own family and do the same one day. You have a heart of gold. I can't really comment on that, because that's me gonna be like, no I don't. My dad says the same. He always says that. He says that's one of his favourite things about me. But the thing is that I do think I have like a really caring heart. Like when I go to town, like Glasgow town, it destroys me like seeing homeless people. Tonight I'm actually doing my first volunteering at a soup kitchen for homeless people. I'm really nervous because I know I will cry, which don't do that, Megan. But I'm just such an emotional person. Yeah, like, I cry very easy and I care about a lot of things. Doesn't make me a saint. Like I could definitely be doing more to help, but I'm not like Mother Teresa. Do you know, I'd always thought that was Mother Teresa when it's wrote down. So it looks like I definitely could be doing more to help, but I do empathise, is that the word, or sympathise with people. But I think it's just because it's the way I've been brought up. My mum and dad are both really caring, good people, and I think that's just how I've been brought up. Like ever since I was a wee girl, I would get really upset if I seen an old person walking on their own, or if I seen someone like in a wheelchair. It would like totally ruin my day. So yeah, I suppose I do. You done well in school. I done average in school. I've got a couple of hires. I've actually got an A in higher English. Sorry, I love to shout that from the rooftops because it's the most unlikely thing. Hope I can write a book one day because I've got the skills. So I done alright in school. Like I'm not a huge studier. Like I didn't really, what's that word? Excel yourself, is that the word? I don't know. I didn't really push myself very hard in school. It's just because I wasn't interested. But I was one of those people who were quite lucky. Like I didn't study huge amounts. I just studied when my mum and dad forced me to, and I done alright. I've not used my qualifications since the minute I left, so don't stress if you do shit in school. It's not the end of the world. I did fail physics, so like I wasn't that good. Couldn't even try sit French. Got told to leave maths. In the grand scheme of things, no, I didn't do that well. You are generous. Oh god, this is blowing my own trumpet. I would say so. Like I don't like seeing people go without, and if I'm in a position where I can pay for something for someone or treat someone, then I'll do it. Yeah, I'd say I am quite generous. But that's probably because I have more money to be generous. Well, I suppose I did when I worked in BT. I would do the stuff, Christmas stuff at charity. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'd say I do like spending money on other people, and I like putting money to good causes. But I also love to treat myself. Like I don't ever go without. I'm very generous to myself, and a wee bit generous to other people as well, I suppose. You're quite shy in certain situations. I'd honestly agree. I'm not a shy person overall, but like certain situations I'm like, oh, for a minute. It takes me a minute to warm up and then I'm fine. Certain situations, yeah, I'm a wee bit shyer than what you'd maybe imagine. You're really tall. I'm like 5'8", 5'7", 5'8", so I'm taller than average, I think. I'm not like the BFG, but yeah, taller than average. Oh my god, guys, I could actually go all day, but Paul's coming from work and it's a bit embarrassing if I'm sitting here shouting like this. So I'll finish up with just a couple more. You're no rush to move out. No, I'm really not. I am so lucky in here. Like, I can't tell you how lucky I am and how grateful I am for the living situation I have. Like, I literally have my bedroom and then I have the wee room downstairs, which is like my kind of work room, like extra storage space, and I have oh my, really good relationship with my family. Like, love my mum, dad to bits. Me and Paul are really close. Love him too. And sorry, I just clicked yesterday that if I move out, I won't be with Harry every day, and I just simply don't know how I'd cope with that. Like, I can't even bear to think about that. So I'm in no rush, but it is just because I have such a cushy, lovely living situation right now. I love it here and I'm not fucking leaving. Your life, job, etc. hasn't actually sunk in. Yeah, so true. It actually hasn't. Like, I wake up like every morning and I think, wow. Honestly, see now that it's cold outside and you need to scrape your car in the morning before work, oh, that was awful. My heart goes out to anyone who has to do that. I look out the window and I'll open my blinds and I look at my car and I think, I'd normally be well away by now. I'd be at some gym class at 5:30 in the morning and then driving to work miserable, and I just think I am so grateful for this to be my life right now. And I do worry that like this might not always be my life, so I try and enjoy like every wee moment whilst it is. But yeah, it's not really sunk in yet, and I don't think I'll ever feel normal. Like, I'm very aware of how lucky I am and I say it every day and I think, wow, like, I literally thank my stars, thank the lucky stars for my life. Like, I'm exceptionally lucky, and if life just continued like this forever, I'd be so happy. Right guys, that comes to the end. There's actually so many and I could sit here all day. This is right fun, but I better let Paul have some free range of the house. Weirdly, I have to add, there wasn't that many negative ones. I feel like everyone, I don't know what's happened lately, but I feel like everyone has been like exceptionally nice to me. That's not a complaint, like that's amazeballs. Like, I don't know what it is though. Like, it's not like my following's like boomed or something. Like, I don't know what has changed, I really don't know, but people are being really nice to me, and I just want to finish up by saying thanks. Like, I could actually cry. Like, all of these assumptions are so nice. I can't even read some of them because I'll just sound that I'm like saying that I love myself. Everyone just saying really nice things, which is lovely to read. It's really surreal. And I said that on my Instagram story the other day, like, when I have been bumping into people, like, people say such nice things, and I actually want to tape record you all and just play it back when I'm having a bad day. So honestly, thanks guys. I'm just living the vida loca, loving life, loving yous, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see you next time. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Have a sprig, so good. See you next time. Let me know what you want to see. Love you so much, my chicken nuggets. Mwah, mwah, mwah.